fans is days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Gets it out quickly. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Gonna run it. It's Durham. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying out to the left. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown LSU. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Fires complete on the crosser. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's in open space downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And it's loose. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Back to pass, it's Reed. Looking to the big tight end. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie! Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Snags it quickly on the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle. It's Green. At midfield, he's got room. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Anderson.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll try the run. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover zero, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
To the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Powers through the defender. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
To the air, it's Reed. Rushes on him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Defense wants to bring the heat. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. It's caught. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to change this route. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. With the catch, it's Thomas.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Making side adjustments here. Trying to get it to the marker. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting a run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
To the air, it's Reed. He's got him. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Aggies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Complete with conviction on the crosser. At the 35, he's got room. Breaks into the open on the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
With the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.